My missing husband came home, but I just know it isn't him.
6 months ago, my world was turned upside down. My husband Rick just vanished. One morning, he kissed me goodbye like any other day and went off to work. But he never came home. It felt like something out of a nightmare. The entire neighborhood was shaken. This was a quiet suburban street. Nothing like this ever happened here. The police launched an investigation. Neighbors organized search parties. We all combed the area, hoping to find a clue, but nothing. No sign of Rick. No evidence, no trace. It felt like he had just disappeared into thin air. Our families were devastated. We tried to keep hope alive, but as the weeks passed, that hope began to fade. The police reports became less frequent, and soon the updates stopped altogether. We all accepted that Rick was gone, and as hard as it was, I had to face the truth. My husband was never coming back. And then a week ago, everything changed. It was a quiet morning, just like any other. I was out in the garden watering the flowers. It was still early, and the sun was just starting to rise. Then I heard the creak of the garden gate. I looked up, and there he was, Rick, standing there, as if nothing had ever happened. He looked exactly the same. His messy blonde hair, those piercing blue eyes, the way his lips curved into that smile I loved. It took me a moment to register what I was seeing. My heart was racing, my hands were shaking. How could this be? This wasn't just a dream. This was Rick standing right in front of me. I couldn't breathe. I asked him where he had been, what had happened to him. And he just looked at me, like he didn't have an answer. He said he didn't know. He couldn't remember anything about the last 6 months. Nothing at all. Everyone is so happy. Our families, our friends, they all think this is some sort of miracle. They can't believe it. It feels like a dream come true to them. But for me, I don't know what to think. I want to believe it, I really do, but I'm not sure I can.
You can now check if there's a part 2.